Hi, friends. I'm Sam. Welcome back to Blooming English Avenue. Grow your English. Bloom your future. This is slow English, clear English, simple English. We go step by step. We breathe. We speak gently. Today, I want to tell you a story, my story. It isn't about English. No, it's about Spanish. I learned Spanish step by step, beat by beat, day by day, little by little, beat by beat. I want to share what I tried, what helped, what didn't, what was difficult, and what finally worked. Maybe my story will help your English too. So get ready, relax, and listen. I'll speak very slowly, very simply, and I hope very clearly. Let's begin. I started learning Spanish many years ago. I was younger. I was curious. I was excited. I told myself, yes, this will be easy. I'll learn quickly. I had big dreams. I wanted to travel. I wanted to talk with people. I wanted to feel free in another language. But I was wrong. It wasn't easy. It was hard. I listened to people speaking. They talked and smiled. They laughed. They moved their hands. They looked happy. But I just sat there. I listened, and I understood nothing. Their words came so fast. Too fast. It was like water flowing, flowing, always flowing. And I couldn't catch it, not even one drop. I felt lost, like I was outside the world. I stayed quiet. I didn't ask questions. I didn't speak, not even a single word. My voice stayed inside. My mouth stayed closed. I felt small. I felt afraid. I thought, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not good at languages. But something inside me said, keep going, Tom. One more try. So I stayed. I listened again. And little by little, beat by beat, things began to change. There I was, still afraid, still confused, still silent, but I made a choice. Not a big choice, a small one. I told myself, don't try to understand everything. Try to understand one thing, one word, one sentence, one tiny piece of the puzzle. So I listened again. This time, I heard one word. Someone said, Hola. It means hello in Spanish. That was it. Just one word, but it felt special. I whispered it, Hola. I smiled. Then I said it again. Hola, hola. Short, easy, mine. That single word gave me hope. It was a little light. I didn't need a full sentence, not yet. I only needed one word to hold. So I started doing this every day. I listened and waited for a small word. When I found it, I used it. I didn't write it in a notebook. I didn't try to memorize a list. I lived with it. I said it when I woke up. I said it while brushing my teeth. I said it walking to the bus. One word a day. Enough for me. I began to feel stronger. Not perfect, but strong. Because small things grow. That is how my learning truly began. After many days and many weeks, I had a few words. Hola, gracias, pan, and some others from daily life. But I still had a problem. I could say words, but I couldn't speak like real people. I was slow. My mouth was slow. My brain was slow. I could think the word, but I couldn't say it fast enough. It felt like my brain and my mouth were not friends. Then something changed. One day, I found a new idea, a new method. We'll talk about it next. One day I discovered a new idea, a new way to practice. It was called shadowing. So, what is shadowing? It's simple, but very strong. You listen to a speaker, and you speak with them at the same time. Not after, not before, together. Like this. The speaker says, "My name is Tom." You say, "My name is Tom," with the speaker, like a shadow, like an echo, like walking side by side. At the beginning, it felt strange. My tongue got tired. My brain felt slow. But I kept going. 1 minute, then 2, then 5. I shadowed every day. On the bus, at home, in the kitchen, and slowly something amazing happened. My mouth started to move faster. My brain began to keep up. I started to sound more like real Spanish speakers, not perfect, but more natural. Shadowing became my friend, a quiet teacher that was always there. I didn't need grammar books. I didn't need a classroom. Just one voice and my voice together. Then I made a small rule for myself, a tiny promise, a quiet plan. It helped me more than anything else. Here it is, just 10 minutes every day. Not 1 hour, not 30 minutes. 10, but every day. 10 minutes of Spanish. That's all. Every single day. Sometimes I was tired. Sometimes I was busy. Sometimes I didn't want to study at all. But I told myself, come on, just 10 minutes. You can do 10. And I did. I listened. I shadowed. I whispered new words. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes before bed, sometimes on a walk. No big goals. No heavy pressure. Just one small habit. 10 minutes. But 10 minutes every day. That made the difference. After 1 week, I felt more comfortable. After 1 month, I understood more. After a few months, I could speak more clearly. Not because I worked hard for one day, but because I showed up every day. That is the power of small steps, tiny steps, simple steps, done daily. That was my little rule, and it changed everything. So after all that time, what did I gain? Did I speak perfect Spanish? No. Did I know every word? No. But I could speak. I could listen. I could understand people. I could travel. I could order food. I could ask for help. I could make new friends in Spanish. That felt wonderful. I was proud, not perfect, but proud. And I learned something bigger. I learned that language is not a race. It isn't fast. It isn't loud. It is slow. It is quiet. It is one step and then another step. I also learned you don't need a giant plan. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to move to another country. What you need is one small word, one small moment, and one small step every day. That's how I learned. That's how I grew. And I want you to hear this. You can do it too. Even if you feel shy, even if you feel slow, even if you feel afraid, you are not alone. You are learning. You are growing. So try this. Speak to your mirror. Say one new word today. Listen to this podcast again tomorrow. And step by step, beat by beat, just like me, you will change. Okay, my friends. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you. I hope it gives you hope. This was a very special episode, very slow, very personal. If it helped you, come back tomorrow and listen again. Tell one friend who is learning English and invite them to join you. Tap subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss the next practice. Before you go, write one sentence in the comments, the sentence you will use today, and then shadow the last minute of this episode one more time. Next time, we'll learn something new together. I'm Tom, and this is English Unleashed. Until next time, stay slow, stay strong, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.